Alrighty, hello and welcome back to the channel. We're continuing on our utility truck build. In the last video, we finished the arm and we added the beginning of the user interface, and we learned that we needed to set some certain values a certain way in order for us to be able to talk to the truck from the user interface. Now, I want to say that this user interface here can be used in almost any type of model. Let's say you had a house and you wanted to open windows and doors, you wanted to do certain things. You could do that. You could do that. You could allow a player to interact with their home in the same way. And we may go over that in a future video, I'm not sure. But it's all the same, really. Whether it's a vehicle, whether it's a home, whether it's, they're trying to interact with it, I don't know, to make items in the game, whatever and however that's going to work, I'm not sure. I got that little white spot there. All right, so carrying on, we are working on the crane user interface for the crane. And I said there was going to be two. There's going to be one for the crane, and we're going to have one for the truck. So, I also said, I say a lot of things. This can either be a text button or it can be an image button. And there are lots of other things that we can do to this. When your mouse goes into the button, it can change colors. If it's a picture, when your mouse goes over it, it can change to a different picture. There's all kinds of things that we can do that really can spice up your interface. And I leave that up to you to kind of play around and figure it out how you want to set that up. Mine, as you can see, they're just, I don't know. They're all pretty much the same. Okay, so we did the pivot. What I want to do next is I want to do the pitch. All right, and that's going to be this one here. We'll name it pitch. Okay, and now we need to connect the code. So we need to say base UI dot and pitch. I want to say mouse button 1 down, right? Connect function. All right, and then what's the function that we want to do? We want to say crane value fire server, and let's say up. All right, and then we will copy that, and we will say up stop, and this will be 1 up, like that. Now, what we could also do is when you press it, we can say base UI dot pivot dot background color 3 equals we need background color 3. I think we do GRUNDCOLR3 dot new. Let me see this. The button. Background. I wish I could expand those. Yeah. Background color 3. Background color 3. .RGB, or can we just do that? No. Oh, I'm just trying to change the background color of it. It should be Background color 3 dot new, right? We just say brick color, really? No. That doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Color not new. Let's see if that works. No. Yeah, color 3 expected. So it should be color. Is it color 3 dot new? Oh, maybe it is. Color 3 dot new, and then we can say from RPG, or do we need? Oh no, we can just add it in there. Yeah, perfect. And then we'll make it red. And then when we'll return it back to blue. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. So we also need pivot left and pivot right. Let's get that here. Pivot, and we'll duplicate that. Oh, you don't hold on. All right. So these could be arrows. One arrow pointing one way, one arrow pointing the other way, right? Right, and let's see the left. And this will be right. Actually, I think this one is left. And I think this one here will be right. Sometimes it's easier just see an arrow rather than read rotate left, rotate right. For some people, they just see the arrow and it's better. So this will be left, and this can be right. And then pitch, of course, is going to be up and down. So this can be, I haven't tested it, but let's say up. Rename that. Duplicate that. That. Down. Down. Alright, and then now we need to change this. Left. Right. Right. And here. Alright, so then when they click on it, blue, this one here is red, click on it, it goes red, and this is up. And this is down. Okay, so we have crane left, stop. So this should be crane right. And crane right, stop. Sip the old soda there. Soda water. Let's see, crane left, crane right. Up, stop. This could be down. All right, perfect, just like that. So now we need to connect these values through to here. I'll get rid of this. It's just a bit confusing, and then that way it just, there we go. Crane left, and we need crane right. Let's see here. All right, now for the up and the down, we need to find this part here. Rename pivot. P-I-V-T. So instead of in base, it's going to be P-I-V-T. Look at that. Whatever you name it to. All right. So now if we go up, it's not. It's not. Oh. What do you mean? There's a hinge string there. Come on now. I should have just said if get children hinge string. Whatever. There it is. Now we can come down. Oh, this is so cool. Look at that. There's our thing, our truck. How cool is that? Now we need to extend the arm. So as I was saying, we can extend all three at one time. Or we could do A, B, and C. I think we'll do A, B, and C. I really like that idea. So we don't want the legs. Where's the arm here? That's the basket. So let's rename this to basket. All right, this is going to be arm A. Arm B, looks like it has B in it. Arm A. And now we need arm C. Alright, so arm A, arm B, arm C. That's in the crane. So we'll take this again. And it's big. I'll shrink it down after this as well. Let's just take down. Let's duplicate this one here. So A, B, yeah, we'll duplicate that. C. This one here we'll rename arm A, arm B, arm C, all right, and then we need code A, B, C. Make this a little easier to understand. This is the base here. This is the arm. So we have A out. Oh, we need A out and A in. That's it. A out, A in. B out, B in. C out, C in. Just like that, and then it fires straight through to here. 1, 2, 3. A out, A in, A out, A in, A out. Oh no, A out. Yeah, whatever. C in. There we go. ABC, ABC, right? And then we just need to say, this is going to be different. Now we need code. So what do we want it to do? What do we want it to do? Well, we want to say script.parent crane. Let's see this. Scripts.parent parent no dot crane dot arm A dot what? So now we look at the prismatic and we say velocity. That's all we need to do. Dot velocity equals 0.5. That's it. And then this can be 0. Oh, this will be, oh, you know what? Negative 0.5. Oh, we still need another connecting function in here. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's, okay, let's do this and this. Arm B dot B, okay, and this is arm C dot C, and oh, whoops, confusing myself here. This is B. And this is C. We need to stop. If we don't tell it to stop, it's going to be consistently moving out, and that's what we don't want, right? We have to tell it to go to 0. So that's the missing function that we have here. Let's see. Right? This will make it continuously go out. This will make it continuously go in. But now we need to stop. So we have we have we need to duplicate this. So this needs to be like that. And C out. All right. And then we need to duplicate this. And this needs to be arm A in. Like that. Right, it's getting kind of complicated here. All of a sudden, a little bit of code turns into a lot to have to take care of. So, let's get that going. I like that kind of started about there. So we have this one here is going to be dot arm A, and this one's going to be arm A in, and this one's going to be arm B, and this one's going to be arm B in, and this one's going to be arm C, and this one's going to be arm C in. So that's all 3 of our buttons, in, out, in, out, in, out. So now we can just duplicate this. And we can say stop. Just like that. And we have to do that for every one of these functions. Otherwise, it won't stop. And this is out. And this is out. Stop. Which is up. In stop. Down, out, stop, up, and this one here, stop. Now, we quickly switch over here to the control script, and we have to do that here. And then we just say this, variable A out, copy that. And then we say stop. In. Stop. Out. Out. Stop. In. Stop. Out. And the last one. There, wow. Not complicated at all. Oh, whoops. Okay, so then. Alright. So let's look at the arm here. Yeah, see, it was going out there. And now the middle one's going out. And now C doesn't want to go out, I don't know why. Let's figure that out. Alright, and then we'll get this background thing going. So this is arm A. Arm A. Arm A. Arm A in. Arm B. Arm B in. Oh. Oops. All right, just checking there. Two of them are arm in, and two of them are arm. So, okay. And I thought this one here was reversed. That was that one there, and that was that one there. I thought. Let's try that. Well, I might not even have it set up actually. Part C. I do, yeah, I do. Oh yeah, there it goes now. Something's wrong with C. Strange. Could be the dangling. Could be that I don't have the pivot set up on that. Let's just see out. Oh, there must be something wrong with the. Let's double check this here. So down, out, up, out, stop, down, up. I wonder if I should turn the acceleration to 0 on this one here. Let me see. And then I think that's how I'm going to have to do it. Excuse me, sorry about that. I'll have to do it like this. Maximum acceleration. That way it still has the force, but the motor isn't moving at all. And then maybe that way it'll control the, because the problem I'm having right now is that the third arm wants to continue to extend. And I don't want it to do that. If I can avoid that, I will. Now you see how it continues to extend? Something's going on here. Something is going on. Let's take a look at this. First and foremost, C out, arm C in, C out, arm C in. Yeah, you see, when I lift up, okay, when I lift it up, it goes blue. When I click on it, it goes red. When I lift up on it, it goes. When I click on it, it's red. When I lift up on it, it's blue. When I click on it, it's red. Alright, so then if we say out, because it's supposed to go C out, and then C out stop, max velocity is 0, but then it keeps moving out. I don't know why. It shouldn't. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe it's just the way the physics are playing out in the game. I'm not sure. But you see, if we press that, see how it's continuing to extend. It's like it doesn't. Oh, well, there we go. I got an error. Yay! What does it say? Mouse button 1 up. Crane base.rmc. It's a text button. Huh. Mouse button 1 up is not a valid. Let's see if I get any errors from anything else. That's weird. Just that one. Oh. That's all it takes. A lowercase u. Shut us right down. I didn't even have to do all the extra code. I did it all for nothing. No, I'm just joking. It's probably good. It's probably better that I did that anyways. Yeah, look at that. It's still moving out. It's still moving out. So is B. Huh. Hmm. Oh no, looks like all three of them are just going. Okay, so what did I do there? A out. A out stop. Let's see here. Yeah, velocity should be 0. Is that right? Oh, but see, its restitution is... Let me see here. Now we got to figure out how these constraints kind of work. What's going on here? This is why it's good to play with this stuff. So we're looking at... Let me just start with number A, really. If I say limits enabled off... Oh, then it'll just expand forever. We don't want to do that. What if we made it into a servo? Maybe that is what we need to do instead of a motor? Let's see. Servo. I wonder if we can tell it to do, let's see. Servo max force. Speed 0. So this is A. a dot speed equals 1, and then we'll say a dot target position. Target position equals plus 0.5. That work? That worked. Yeah, and it stopped right away. Okay, so that's what we need to do. Turn them into servos. Okay, well that's cool. So B, this needs to be a servo, and then this needs to be like that. And then we don't actually need to tell it to stop. Yeah, we still should. Speed 0, and then C servo. In this particular case, it works better as a servo. In another case, maybe it'll work better as a motor. All right, so that's good to know. So then we should say just speed, that's it. That's all we need to affect. And then for A in, we can copy this. And we can make that -1. And we can make that negative. And get rid of this. And say speed. Cool. Equals 0. Awesome. Alright, so let's see. Dot speed equals 1. Dot target position equals plus 0.5. Speed equals 0. All right, and then we'll take this here, that into there, make that negative, and make that negative. Okay, and then get rid of that, and this can be speed equals 0. And then this, just do for the last one there, speed equals 0. Dot target position equals plus 0.5. Alright, and then this here, speed equals 0. 1. No, wait. Why you do that? Copy, paste over, and then this is actually -1 because C is inverted. Okay, speed equals 0. Wow. That was a lot of code. A couple hundred lines of code later. We're not even done yet. Alright, so now we have, let's just get C out there. Oh, it's inverted. Oh, what's going on? Oh, every time you press it, it goes out? Doesn't seem to be working too well. Oh. That's probably the issue. The negative speed value tends to do that. Alright. Oh, every time you press it, it only goes out that much? Oh. So you have to keep pressing it if you want to go. Right, unless we say... So that's the difference, I guess, between that and the motor. This one we can be more selective with it. Kind of a pain in the butt, but I'm okay with that. We'll make this 1 instead. And that way it'll extend a little bit faster. And you only have to press it 8 times. Or 2. We can always change it to 2 or something, you know. Whatever, I'm happy with it. Right, it can come down. I'm gonna put a seat on it so you can sit on it. And then, oh yeah, that's fine. Maybe 1 can be a motor. I don't know, that's maybe 2. What a pain. What a pain this is becoming. I don't want to just tell it, oh, you know what? You know what? Maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do this target position equals 8. Maybe that will work. And this, oh yeah, maybe that is a better way of... This is why it's good to play. This is why it's good to play around with it and think while you're doing it. Think, oh, okay, well, what? Let's see. Is that C? There we go. This target position is... Oh, that's B. Oops. Let's try B. B out. Yeah, let's try B. Yeah, that's the way to do that. Perfect. Perfect. Found it. Found it. Found it. Okay. Excellent. That's why it's good to play. Good to play with the code. So this one here we do +1. This is going to target position 8. Target position 0. Target position -8. Target position 0. Awesome. Let's try that one more time. That should do it for the arm. Then we just need the basket. Comes down. Yeah, see, if you hold it down, it goes out, then when you let go, it stops. That's what we want. Oh, this is perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Right, then it'll come down, I'll put a seat on it. Walk over, sit in it. Right, we'll make this, I'll shrink this down so it's like right here in the corner. So that's what I want to have, a pivot here, and I want to use the knuckle and the pivot for a basket, just to sort of have it separate. And then we need controls for the legs. Let's see where we're at on this one here. Holy, that's another hour just for that. So hopefully by now you kind of get the idea how to connect the dots together and make it all function, right? First we built the infrastructure, then we added the constraints and we tested it. Okay, I want this to do this and I want this to do that. Then we added the code, and then once we added the code, we then had to retest again every part just to make sure it functions the way we want to. So it does take a little bit, but if you take your time, as you can see, we get, we're able to have a fairly decent, toy that we can play around with. that's all I can say about that. I think it's really cool. So that's going to do it for part 3. We coded the arm. So in part 4, we will code the legs and the basket. And then in part 5, we'll just go over the truck. I'll put a couple of beacons on top, and we just have to put lights on the truck, maybe. That'll be easy. That'll only take about an hour to do. So there you have it. A couple more, 3 more hours, and this project will pretty much be ready to go. It'll be ready to upload, and it'll be not bad. And then maybe the last thing we can do is look at either trying to find, I could reimagine this, right? Turn this into like an I-beam and whatever, add some stuff to it. That would kind of be the final part to it. Could make that invisible. I could find a mesh, put a mesh over top of it that, something like that. Anyways, I feel like that's pretty much where things are at. So yes, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. I'm trying to explain the code as best I can, and the constraints, because sometimes it can be frustrating if they don't do what you want them to do. Sometimes you just have to slow down and think about the bigger picture, and sometimes that will reveal the small details that you will need to, think about the bigger picture, and it will reveal the steps that you need to take to get there, right? These are steps. These are goals. Goal number 1, goal number 2, so on and so forth. All right. Thank you so much, and I will see you all in the next one.